Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Tento here. I'm here to show you your calendar for this week, for the month of January. All of you have a blue folded paper with papers inside. It's a large piece of dark blue. Um, what you're going to do first, you have these three papers: a plain sheet of paper, a calendar, and a blank calendar. Just like in school, you first write. See how we have January at the top of the one that's already done for you? And then with a pencil, and always a pencil first in case you make a mistake, because calendars can be a little tricky, and there's lines to cross out and lines to make, like the one I pointed out down here in the last Sunday, um, where you put a line to divide the days. We're going to do cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. That was New Year's Eve. That was the first day of January. And then you continue on. So once you're done doing it in pencil, then you may go back and do your color pattern with markers or colored pencils or crayons. Since you're at home, I don't know what supplies you might have or might not have. And really, boys and girls, if you can only write it in pencil, that's okay too. Now, here we're done. When you're done with that, then you know that you fold your paper's already folded for you, and you're going to glue your finished, and I'm just going to use this one. You're going to use your blank that you turn into a calendar, goes on the bottom. You kind of frame it a little bit. Remember to glue the back of your paper and glue it on so you don't have glue all over that paper. Then with this plain white piece of paper, you're going to do, and I hope you have some crayons at home, you're going to do what's called a crayon resist. And it's going to be, the subject is a snowy day out the window of your house. So it doesn't matter which window you look out of, you can make a picture of what it's like to have a snowy day at your house and what you would do. Maybe you'd be sledding. Maybe you'd be making a snowman. Maybe you would be making angels in the snow, or maybe you would be having a snowball fight or a fort, or maybe if you have water on your land at your house, maybe it would be so cold you'd be ice skating. Or if you have a hill, maybe you'd be skiing. Oh, that would be a lot of fun. So let me show you what I did on previous calendars, since I forgot to bring my crayons home and my watercolors. So, and you can use, if you don't have any watercolors, you may use, if you have some food coloring from all the frosting you might have made for cookies, you can take some food coloring and add a little water to it and brush it on. If you don't have a paintbrush, maybe mom has a cotton ball and you can dip it in the cotton ball in the water and wipe it across your page. Because let me show you what I do first. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a picture. Where did I had a picture somewhere. Let's see. Oh, I guess I don't have that one anymore. But literally what I did is I drew a picture out of white crayon on this first one. And when I put the watercolor over top of it, you can see I didn't do a whole lot in the background. I have an ice skater or a person throwing a snowball. And I put a tree over here. But you know what? I made a mistake on this. I didn't push my crayon hard enough, because when you use white, you can't really see. But if you use something like a pastel pink or pastel blue, and you could just use really any colors, just don't color everything in, and then you wash your paint right over top, and you can see I have snowflakes with my snowman and a pretty sky. A winter sky can, especially if it's snowy, can be really pretty shades of blues and grays and even some purples. And sometimes there's a little bit of sunlight peeking through, but it's kind of a real soft colors, not as harsh and bright. So if you see this, you can do all of that. Then I want to show you another one for anyone who just doesn't have any watercolors. They don't have any paints. but they have crayons. I did a picture of looking out my window with just a white crayon and made it a window frame. And you can make a window frame from any pieces of paper you have. And it's looking out my back window. And when you have it all together, it's going to look like this, or it'll look like this, or it could look like this, or any way you want it. Remember, though, boys and girls, colder colors tend to be in the hues of blues, purples, pale pinks, very pale colors. The cooler colors are the blue family of colors. And so that's why I did it in those colors, because we don't associate winter with hot orange or hot yellow, because that's kind of hotter weather. We usually associate it with like blues and cooler colors. And cooler colors are the blues. Some of the greens are cooler. But as I said, it's your picture, it's your backyard. Go ahead and feel free to do it your way. You don't need to return these to school, but you can show them to me on Friday morning. I'd love to see them. So I'm so proud of those of you who have already started. Good job, and you can do as much of a pattern as you'd want with when you trace them. So good job. I'm glad you've learned over the last year. We've done, let's see, September, October, November, December. We've done about 4 calendars. This is your 5th one. And all of you are going to at least know how to write to 31 by this time. So good for you. Everybody's improving every day. I'm so proud of you, class. Keep up the good work. And tomorrow's project, that's kind of an open-ended, free-for-all project with shapes, I think you're going to really like. So go have fun with your calendars. Bye, boys and girls.